Hello friends, welcome to episode 100 of Let's Play Kingdoms of Amalur. We are here in, where are we? Caer Alatha, and we are going to continue deeper in the cave. I did take a moment and salvage and sell a bunch of stuff, and put some of the rare stuff in the chest at Gossamer's End. Okay, let's see, let's get Axie back with us. So now we have our inventory at 49 out of 100. Should be pretty good for a while. And I suspect there's, yep, a chest and something else there too, it looks like. Master Mana Regen, a treasure sack with some gold coins. I will certainly take that. And then let's see what's down here. Looks like some more sprites. I do like the block attack of the sword. Because you can go right from blocking into a pretty powerful attack. Let's do some magic there. Alright, down go the sprites. Hopefully we're getting the sprites out of our system and there won't be too many in the other areas. Oh, I hate those guys. But we shall see. What is down this tunnel? Some pretty flowers, harvested, or sorry, teeter twig, harvested is what I did, not what it's called. And a bugger plague bears, so they're not very tough, but you do gotta be careful because they will infect you. Let's do some fire against this one. Since being made of wood, they are terribly weak to fire. And lightning does pretty well as well. Oh, I see that thing right there, so let's try to not get too close. Greater damage boost potion. It's cool, but I think we're doing okay even without those, so I've been selling them when I see them. And looks like this cave is a little bit loopy, but we'll head down this way. And oh, a Barghast. Is it an arcane Barghast or a regular one? Just a regular one, so not as much of a threat. Oh, he's also there. That one, however, is not. I think the charge attack is still my favorite, but it's a little hard to do because obviously to charge it, and yep, I saw him there, but it was too late. Alright, some more ingredients. Luckily we do have our passive health regen, which should slowly but surely get our health back up to max. Alright, deeper and deeper we go. And, ooh, is this some kind of troll? With some boggarts. Let's get the boggarts. It's a zealot, not a plague bearer. Which is good. Zap this one, or let's not zap that one because he's a fast guy. Prismeer troll. What was that, like the best kind of troll? Prismeer is like generally the highest grade of weapon in the game, it seems. Try to keep him zapped. Slowed him down, but didn't stop him there. Missed that. Okay, there's the block. And a nice little dodge, and again, didn't quite. Oh, he's a fast guy. Let's give him some of his own medicine. Yeah, I feel like that attack, as cool as it looks, is just not not keeping up with the damage pace of our magic abilities, which is understandable. Oh, we have his club. That's cool. Since we have so many upgrades to the magic abilities now. Okay, I see two of these guys. Let's see if we can dodge them and get what's ever in this chest. Hopefully something good. Not really, but might need that magic shard at some point. Got me there. Oh, got Axie too. Sorry, Axie. Ooh, that reminds me, actually. I did notice when I was cleaning out our inventory that we have some good rings I haven't looked at. The Savant's ring is pretty good, but I think the ones we have are better. But the Archsage's ring is better than one of the ones we have. Actually, the High Priest Seal is not bad either. There's also the Fey Crafted Ring, which I think is kind of between Savant and Archsage. Oh, that's one we have equipped. Okay, so... Right, okay, gotcha. So, comparing this, I think all elemental damage or most... sorry, I think either all magic damage or most magic damage is elemental. I guess there is some that is, like, piercing, I think, from, like, the shield spell that we don't have. And I'm not sure what, like, Axe's damage counts as, if it counts as magic. But it seems like this is better than this in every way. So the question is going to be, is it better... Like, I think the Archsage's ring is probably the best ring we have, giving plus 15% to all those damage types. But is it going to be better than... or rather, will Fade Craft be better than High Priest, or should we give up the Fade Crafted ring? I do like that mana boost. That's pretty nice. This is a tough one. I think I'm going to go with... You know, we really haven't had much trouble with running out of mana. So for that reason alone, and we do get minus 10% mana cost with this ring, so it's a really good ring. Let's go with this one. Because basically we're gaining 3% damage in exchange for 50 mana and 1.5 mana regen. And I'll keep that on me in case we change our mind, but all three of those rings are kind of in the same ballpark. And I think the new one is plus 30 mana, so it's not too much worse. I'm going back the way I came, which is not ideal. Plus, right now we're a hybrid build, not a strictly mana build. So even if we run out of mana, we can still use our longsword, and even our Fey Blades do decent damage. I see that guy there. I see some boggarts. Let's give them a taste of our fire magic. 2,000 damage, I think that said. Pretty good hit. They must take double damage from fire. And what's behind here? A fancy looking head. And a chest of goodies. Ooh. They're crude weapons, but we can get the Prismeer components to them. Probably not much further now. Oh, this one's a plague bear. Can't let him get near us. Ooh, and a very pretty fake cavern. Been a while since we've had to go for a swim. I see some loot under the water here. Nothing too good though. Okay, so there's some enemies up there. Guess we should probably stop and get some loot while we're here. This is a big cave. Chelsea's of the Indomitable. They might have been good at some point, but we have our custom crafted ones now. Let's see what's under here. Some chakrams and a hood. And lots more sprites. Lovely. Not sure if Axie made it through the water or not. Yep, there he is. Alright. Good. Wonder if the sprites killed these boggarts here? It certainly seems like it. Definitely seems like most of these chests are randomly generated, so it's like it's good to get them, but it's not like going to the end of a hard bonus area will necessarily get you the best gear. Like a hidden dive spot could have worse gear or better gear than any of these other areas. I think we've been up there, actually. No, I don't think we have. Because I see a chest with a ward. Oh, it sounds like maybe an enemy's behind us too. Yes, they are. It is a sprite. Not sure where you came from, but you're back there now. Alright. Time to keep on swimming and head deeper into the cavern. Another chest. And on we go. I guess that's one of the downside of crafting really good gear is that like it's just exciting finding other gear because it's like, okay, well, I know whatever I find is probably not going to be as good as what I crafted. At least not yet, you know. In a few more levels, we might be able to get some good stuff, but not quite yet. This place is very well hidden. And lots of enemies and that Prismere troll. I'm not surprised that mortals haven't been down here in a very long time. Does not seem like an easy place to get to, indeed. I guess it's good for the keepers guarding it, because if it was like a small little cave, they'd be pretty bored after a century or two, if not sooner. Alright, but at last, I think we are finally here. Before we go over there, though, let's just see what's going on over here. A fate chest. Hopefully these guys don't mind me stealing all their stuff. I assume it would say, like, locked. Well, I guess it was locked with the wards, but I assume it would be, like,
you should feel
stealing.
privileged. The crossing is not a place of mortal business. You are the first to come this far.
I have need of the crossing.
That essence of the Fellfire bloom is meant for the crossing, yes? To cure this region of the Narca curse. I will not allow it. Florian, in all his wisdom, does not see what I see.
And what is that? And what do you see?
That the crossing is a solution to this long winter. No Fey empire has ever risen so. It is not the way of things. I have been using the power of the crossing to gradually tip the balance of magic in favor of the Summer Fey in Ulcerant. But this had unfortunate side effects.
Interesting. So it seems like he's the one causing this, and I don't know if his partner is aware of it. Doesn't seem to be. So is he using the magic of the crossing to improve the Summer Fey in the area, but in doing so, created the Narca inadvertently, or like as a side effect? What side effects?
The crossing is tied to the magical essence of this land, and so are the Fey of this region. My tampering has driven them to madness. It is a necessary corruption. Better for a few of us to be mad than to wait for this long winter to end.
But I'm not sure how that really helps the Fey in the rest of the world, like the Tuatha and the corruption of the Winter Court are still coming. What would you have me do?
Perish. I cannot allow you to interfere further. The Circle of Engard must endure my curse for as long as it takes to end this long winter. Fare you well.
Well, he doesn't give you a choice. What should give you a choice to like just let it be and have the alternate quest endings? Oh, I was trying to block him there, but I'm glad I blocked at that time because he's got some sprites helping him too. I think I saw a flame champion. Yeah, they're all flame champions. I want some storm champions here. And I don't see Axis. Let's see if we can get them back. I think we did, but it cost us a bit of health there. And I can't really see what I'm doing, which is annoying. Alright, Halcyor is dead. And as soon as his sprite buddies shall be as well. Good job, team. The sample of Fellfire Bloom melts into the ether as you place it on the altar before the crossing. I was actually just trying to get loot there, full disclosure, but hey, did what I came here to do. Which I would anyway, so. Interesting, like, magic stacks there. That's cool. Alright, well. Yeah, I guess there's not really a way out of here except to go all the way back. But now that we're not facing a bunch of enemies, hopefully it should be a lot faster. That being said, I do appreciate when the caves have the loop that takes you back to the start. I think we came this way. As much as I really enjoyed this game and think it's really well done in a lot of ways, especially the combat, actually scared me there by teleporting. The one major flaw I think it has compared to like BioWare games is just the quests are very linear. Like you complete the quest and there's usually just one way to do the quest. Not always. There's some that have some interesting branches, but like that one I thought would have been a good one where you could have either chosen to help him and let the curse stay, or killed him and told the truth. I would feel like your character has more agency in that case. Which would make a lot of sense being, you know, outside of fate. The fateless one, as they say. Goodbye, strange fey mask with glowing purple eyes. Alright, we are almost out of this cave, and our mana has also replenished, and oh, that's right.
I see. Alcir's devotion to his king and court was more powerful than our friendship. That he would compromise his own kind to end the long winter is deeply unsettling.
Indeed.
Perhaps in the end, he'd become Narka himself. You have my thanks. Please, take these. They are imbued with fey magic, and should aid you wherever you may go.
Did it work?
The crossing has changed. I can feel it. But whether it undid the damage Halcyon inflicted remains to be seen. Return to Florian and report what transpired.
Will do.
Take caution in these lands, mortal. Your kind is particularly...
Wonder what he gave me there. Something with fey magic, he said. You know what, let's for a little bit use some different weapons here. Even these won't be nearly as good as the ones we have. Let's do some fey blades and... do I have a great sword? Havoc, let's do that. Yeah, it's pretty good. Plus we don't do too much poison damage, that could be cool. But in terms of what he gave me, he said these, so is it like... It's not a ring or a necklace, I don't think. Not sure, it could be like a piece of armor, but if so, it's probably not something we need. Could also be a key item too. It would be kind of cool if like doing this quest makes all the other Narc in the area like friendlies now, just normal summer fae walking around and not attack you. I'm not sure that's going to be the case. I feel like maybe they're just going to say like, good job, but it's going to take a while to wear off, so don't expect results right away. Which in game time means never, but hopefully I'm wrong. We shall see.
We are the circle of Enga.
I can feel a change in the air. The taint of the Naka curse is rapidly dissipating. A shame it was caused by one of the Seele's own. The Circle and I will take our leave. A small number of Naka will undoubtedly remain.
Yep.
We will reclaim our brethren and defeat what Naka are left. Thanks to you, perhaps Alcerund will recover from the Naka after all.
I sure hope so. So yeah, it seems like it might not cure the ones that are already infected, so we still have to fight them. But at least no new ones will be made.
Greetings again.
Hey, look, I got Feyblades just like you guys.
We are the Circle of Engard.
Alright, Circle of Engard, have a good journey. So let's look at the world map here. So let's head to the Red Marches, since that's nearby, and
The circle
seems to
of
kind of be...
Engard strives to reclaim the fey rights lost.
Seems to kind of be a little bit closer to the areas we've been to already, so it makes sense as the next step. And some more flowstone, yay. Is that up here? Oh, it seems like actually I passed it. Or maybe I go around this way? I think I go around this way. I think we started heading this way before a long time ago, and then I decided to turn around. That was fun. I like how there was kind of an overarching quest line. And then it starts with just like that peasant who's worried about her husband. More fire sprites. I guess I should use more frost damage too, because yeah, that's super effective. I have to remember I don't have my chakrams now, so... So if we end up fighting any tough opponents, that could be quite the challenge. Did I say Feyblades? Chakrams is what I meant to say. We do have our Feyblades. And what is this? Who is this? An enemy, it seems. Kobold, okay. I think I missed because he was on the ground there. I'm going to try this one and see if they spear me or anything. Nope. Yeah, it is pretty satisfying. I guess Greatsword kind of makes more sense right now than the Feyblade, since we're half warrior. We do actually have some Greatsword upgrades, just incidentally. You used to have a decent bit of magic there. I don't know if it's just me imagining it, but it does feel like that extra mana. I don't know, it shouldn't matter though. Because we also have that like 9% or 10% reduced mana costs. Who are these guys? Is the Red Marches like a cult area? You have a death cult? There's a shrine to Belin, and these guys look like religious folk of some sort.
Ah, and the footfalls of another wayfarer grace our ears. I'm delighted.
Strange merchant.
I don't suppose you're traveling through Galette, are you? If so, I would not look too hard for anyone. There is not much left to find.
Are you some sort of pilgrim?
Yes, we are pilgrims of a sort. Missionaries might be a more appropriate label. We serve our God and follow his will.
And what's that supposed to mean?
It was quite a miracle. A number of my order, all drawn by common faith, came to the village, and we showed them salvation.
I think this is a death cult.
There was fire and blood and screaming, yes, much screaming, but all for the glory of the great Balin. Praise be to him.
You're saying you murdered them?
We liberated them, man and woman, Alfar and human. We have delivered them to Balin, to his paradise. In exchange, our coven will welcome the slumbering Titan, Balin's beloved servitor, into these lands. But would he not? For right now, we will show you paradise.
Well, I was going to show him paradise anyway if he didn't attack me, so... We have some... Oh, that's kind of cool, I like that. They have some blink abilities of their own, it seems. Wonder if Cleric means he has some healing spells. And wisely, this guy's hiding behind this little thing there. But it won't save him. So this must be the ruins of the village where they murdered everybody. There's a cave down there or something. And it looks like there are still some folks here because I see a quest. Oh, I don't want to sleep. I want to talk to Reed, who's already sleeping here.
You're the one Colm found slaying the Testament? I'm impressed. Well, I'm not here for the Testament. I'm here for gold. And I've got work for two. Care to make some riches?
What happened to you?
I was a Warsworn hireling once. Was passed over for promotion one too many times. On my last job, I found a map to a treasure beneath Galette. A friend, Tears, and I gathered a crew to claim it. We found the town in ruins, but we're undeterred. We would get what we came for. Then Tears slipped something into my drink, and the crew left without me. Now I want to beat them to the treasure, and I could use your support.
Interesting story. Why did they leave you behind?
They wanted to cut me out. That's the only reason I can think of. I'll show those bastards.
Yeah, makes sense. I'm surprised they didn't kill him, but I guess they knew him rather well. I want more than half then.
Why, you... Fine. Even a tenth of this treasure will be enough to make us rich. Now, can we go?
He shouldn't have said that because it sounds like he only wants a tenth now. Like I could see being 60-40, but sure, let's get that treasure.
Good. We split the map among the crew, but I know the treasure lies in Galette Caverns. Now, let's move.
I guess that makes sense to split the map amongst them, but I guess they took his part then if they already went ahead without him. Somebody else giving us a quest, it seems.
So, you made it to our camp. After seeing how you handled yourself against the Testament, I was hoping you might. Those of us in camp trust each other, but aid is not as forthcoming. I will be blunt. The Testament has taken something from me, and I want to recover it intact. But I cannot do it alone.
What did they take from you?
My brother Giran. They did not take him per se, so much as seduce him.
Converted
He was
him.
a promising adept of the Scholia Arcana, and then one day he vanished. When I heard of the Testament's involvement, I feared the worst. I managed to track him here to Galette. Then I discovered just how large the presence of the Testament was in these marches.
I wonder if this will end up being a quest where we have to persuade him to come back. Why would he join the Testament?
He would not have. Giran, he was always alone, always with his studies. He was wise, so very wise. There is no chance that he joined the cult willingly. They must have coerced him. Then again, his last letters to me were... No, nothing. Never mind.
Yeah, I feel like he can't bring himself to believe that his brother would join this death cult, but I'm guessing it was willingly after all, and that'll be the end of the quest, although hopefully not a tragic ending. We'll see how it turns out. But either way, I will help you find Giran.
Excellent. I have resources at my disposal for a reward if we are successful. I have reason to believe that he is hiding in the ruins that run beneath the marches, this tomb of Feragnos. I will meet you there. Hopefully, this cult has not sunk its claws too deeply into Giran's mind.
Hopefully indeed. What do you know of the Red Marches?
The marches are a main avenue from Erethel into Datir, but many choose not to walk the road in these dark times.
What is the Tomb of Feragnos?
It is a large and ancient Irathi ruin, somehow connected to the complex at the end of the canyon. Legends say it winds and twists beneath the marches like a labyrinth. Many who entered never returned.
Spooky. Hopefully we do return. Alright, well, is there anything else to do in this little town? There's a station here. Let's take a moment while I'm thinking about it and just see if any of our gear needs repairs. We have 14 repair kits left. We can probably leave it because I think I did read online that weapons and armor do full damage and full resistance until you get down to like 0. So no reason to waste a repair kit yet. Doesn't seem to be a shopkeeper in town. What's up here? Oh, a lore stone.
The demons defile the land. The burnt skin of the world glows red with suffering. It is the deep gloam, and a pallor of death settles on the people of Amalur. Fires rage across the wastes. The only sound is whispered laughter. As the embers cool and a wind blows across the desert, life once more erupts from the husk of the earth, and the struggle begins.
Alright, well, looks like there is a lot to explore here in the Red Marches, but we'll have to do more of that in the next episode. Not too much that way, though, because I need to get some sleep, and we've already been going for half an hour anyway, so good timing. But alright, that is all for me tonight. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. As always, thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.